Hey everyone, it is Jimmy Liu, investor-friendly agent here in Columbus, Ohio. In today's video, we are going to be breaking down a flip in the Westgate neighborhood here in Columbus. My client is currently under contract on this property. After everything is paid out, she is set to make $40,000 net profit after everything. And in this video, we are going to go over the property, the scope of work, the location, and her numbers to see why this is such a good deal. And the best part is you're going to learn exactly how to analyze a flip step by step and go through this entire process so you can do it yourself as well too. And I'm going to show you the things that you should look out for, the numbers, how to estimate renovations. I'm going to give you the whole 360 and give you a blueprint so you can do it yourself and learn how to find flips and analyze them successfully. So with that being said, let's dive deeper into this deal and break this flip down.
Okay guys, we are going to go over this video, which is going to be a case study, and it is going to talk about how my client is making $40,000 from one flip. So first, we're going to go look at the property, and we can see that it's right here. Address is 43 Letchworth Avenue, Columbus, Ohio 43204. And this is located in the Westgate neighborhood, and asking price is $215K. So I, as a real estate agent, again, this is my buyer client, that's who's under contract. We were able to negotiate the deal down to $195. So essentially, we were able to negotiate it down $20,000 off of asking price, which is crazy. This is insane, unheard of. Really quickly, before we dive into this property, we're going to really quickly look into the basic information about this property. So first, we see it's 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, single family house. We see that it's, again, located in Westgate Park, as you can see right here. It's 1,525 square feet. And then on top of that, you can see right here that, again, we are under contract. And really quickly, let's take a look at the photos. So you can see it's all brick. It's brick right here. It has some brick, has some vinyl siding. You can see the inside. Cosmetically, as you can tell, it does need some light cosmetics. Yeah, so you got some brick right here on the exterior. You got some original wood doors. So the inside, what I see so far is, again, you got some newer flooring here in the living room, but definitely you're going to want to repaint, absolutely. Repaint the inside of the house, that's non-negotiable. The kitchen, it looks a little bit dated. The kitchen, the cabinets, they are still in solid shape. But again, they are original wood, it seems like. I would say if you want to spice it up, which I would strongly recommend for a flip, absolutely. Repaint the cabinets, replace the countertops, put like granite or some quartz, put some stainless steel appliances. Again, these appliances are just old right here. But again, cabinets definitely would not gut or replace them. They just need some repaint, some new hardware, and I think they would look honestly solid. And again, the appliances just look super old. I would just get rid of the range, get rid of the refrigerator, put some stainless steel appliances, put some nice countertops, granite, quartz. This kitchen would look freaking immaculate afterwards. And then again, got some newer flooring right here. And then for the rest of the house, you have what looks to be original hardwood floors. The original hardwood floors, I'll be honest with you, they're done. Like, they're gone. Like, you can just see how badly stained they are. So you just have to completely just replace those. You can't really refinish at this point. So honestly, you're going to have to replace some of the flooring here. Not everything, but most of the flooring, as you can see right here. So you're looking at some flooring now for the house. The bathroom, gonna need some updating, new vanity, new toilet probably, new tub. So we're gonna probably have to update / replace the bathroom. And then for the top floor, you have carpet right here. You're gonna absolutely want to rip out all the carpet. You don't want carpet, especially when it looks stained, as you can see right here. That's stained carpet. So you can put carpet, but just put new carpet essentially, especially for a flip. You don't want stained carpet in this case. And then right here for the second floor bathroom, all the wallpaper just looks super tacky. Just get rid of it, just repaint it, make it look nice. And again, update this bathroom a little bit as well too. You definitely don't need to replace it. Again, it looks solid. So aside from that, basement looks solid. You got a sump pump right there, so that should be able to get rid of most of the moisture from the basement. But aside from that, that is pretty much how the house looks. You have a 2-car garage, as you can see right here as well. And the house, again, it's in Westgate Park, which is super, super desirable. So next step, when we're looking into a flip, we want to go to Google Street View, and we want to see how the location looks. We see, first of all, this is June 2019. So again, this isn't really applicable because, again, this was like 6 years ago. But even 6 years ago, this neighborhood looks absolutely solid in the sense, again, things I look for is, are there debris on the streets? Are there trashy cars lying around? How does the curb appeal of the other houses look? Do people take care of their houses here? What I see is people do take care of their houses here. Everyone has their lawns mowed. People have nice cars here. You don't see cars on other people's lawns. I don't see trash, debris lying everywhere. So in my opinion, I do like this area for a flip because of those reasons. It looks very clean and very homey and very nice when it comes to a flip. Again, these are things that we want to look for. Okay, so next up afterwards, so now that we talked about, again, the location and we talked about the renovation and the scope of work, now we want to see what the comps show because that's super, super important. So what I did is I pulled up, again, within the last 12 months, I pulled up houses, single family houses, same square footage, same bedrooms and bathrooms within a 0.5 mile radius. So these are all things that you want to look for if you want to find good comps. Okay. So we see this one right here, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. You got 1534 square feet. Ours in this case is 3 bedroom, 2 full baths, 1525 square feet. So pretty much exact same bedrooms and bathrooms. This house looks to be in really good shape so far. So again, this is a really good comp and it's sold for $305K. Obviously looks better than ours. That's why it's ARV comp. But again, this is a great comp. And then next we have another comp right here, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathroom. Ours has 2 full bathrooms. So again, ours is better in that sense. However, this one is 1,780 square feet. If you include the basement, which again, ours is not finished in this case, but if you include the basement, it is 1,780. But if you don't include the basement, it's 1,270. So with this house, and you can see right here, it's on literally the same exact street. It doesn't even look that nice. It looks unrenovated. Look at these kitchen cabinets. They don't even look that great. Bathroom is super outdated. Yeah, this doesn't even look great. Like what our house, by the time we finish it, is going to look immaculate. This one sold for $300,000. So again, I think in terms of comps, we are easily 300K plus when it comes to looking at our ARVs. Okay. So with that being said, now that we looked at the location, we've looked at the comps, we looked at the property and how it looks. Now we're going to look at the numbers. Okay. Here are the numbers. Purchase price. We are under contract at $195,000. Renovation. So I put $35,000. So that's going to be new flooring. Obviously the living rooms, they can stay, but most of the house will need new flooring. We're going to repaint the inside. We're going to do some kitchen updates, replace the countertops, repaint the cabinets, update the kitchen a little bit, put some granite, some quartz, spice up the kitchen overall. We're going to replace the bathroom, first floor bathroom, probably just replace that, and then do some updating for the second floor bathroom. And on top of that, for the second floor bathroom, we're going to get rid of the wallpaper. We're going to put stainless steel appliances in the kitchen. And also the roof did need some work as well too. So after everything, we are all in for purchase price plus renovation. We're all in at $230K. Our ARV is $30,000. With that being said, a lot of people, when they see flips, they think it's just $300,000 minus 230, and then that is everything afterwards is what you make. It is not that simple. There are so many numbers and expenses that you have to account for when it comes to accounting for what you're actually going to make after everything in a flip project. So the first thing we want to look for is holding costs. This one is, in my opinion, it's pretty cosmetic. It's nothing crazy. I would estimate renovation to be probably 2 months. I think 2 months, you can complete a $35,000 renovation. That is absolutely possible. So 2 months, the client, they are actually going with a hard money loan. So we're going to have to account for 2 months worth of the hard money loan mortgage payments. So that's going to be $4,000, give or take. It's going to be roughly $4,000. And also you have to understand with the hard money loan, they're going to be paying double-digit interest rates. So that's 2 months for the renovation. And then you also have to account for another month of it getting sold. So closing is usually 30 days because again, most home buyers are going to go with financing. And because of that, financing typically takes 30 days to close. Therefore, that's another month. So it's going to be actually 3 months for this to officially get sold. So actually, in terms of holding costs, you're looking at $6,000. And during the entire time, when you're renovating it, when you're selling it, all that, you're going to have to pay for insurance, which in my opinion are $300 for everything for those 3 months. And I put 3 months of utilities, which is roughly $300 a month. That's going to be gas, electric, water, all that stuff. So your actual total holding cost is $7,200. And then your sales expense. This is all the costs that are associated with selling the property. So we're going to account for 6% realtor commissions. Obviously, this stuff is negotiable, but if you go by the standard norm, typically it is 6% still to this day. 6% of the ARV comp, that is going to be $18,000. And then closing costs, which again, that's going to be like title fees, stuff like that, $3,000, give or take. Obviously, that's just an estimate. We're going to also get staging, which we're going to ballpark at $1,500. We're also going to deep clean it before we list it. So that's going to be $300. all in terms of total sale expenses, we're now at $22,800. So now we finally will get to our actual number the buyer is going to net after they sell their flip. So we have $300,000 ARV minus $230K in terms of purchase price, minus $7.2K, which is our holding cost right here. Then we're going to subtract another $22,800 in terms of sales expense. That will make up for our actual net profit, which is roughly $40,000 in net profit. So that's our actual bottom line. Obviously, things can change. Obviously, if the renovation goes more than $35,000, that is something that will be deducted from the net profit. But based on everything that we see so far, the buyer is expected to net $40,000. So that is the analysis and the whole breakdown for how my client is running their numbers on this flip and how they are going to be making $40,000 net profit. If you are interested in finding your next buy and hold, BRRRR, flip, or short-term, mid-term rental here in the Columbus, Ohio area, definitely reach out to me. I would love to help with you. I help investors do all that all day, every day. That's what I specialize in. And again, I've done over 25 million in terms of real estate sales over the last few years. So that's my bread and butter. This is what I specialize in. So again, if you need help, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me or drop them in the comment section below. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.